Alright, Joker, what do you want to do? I want to start as far down as possible. Actually, I say as far down as possible, but where... hold on, okay. Hold on. We have stuff all the way up here, huh? Okay, hold on. Okay, it's looking like... okay, so the exclamation points are all of the quests, right? And I guess... because there's 6 quests, I wonder why the other 2 are not, listed yet. Maybe they're farther down. Or maybe they're like in the same area or something. Either way, the first one's here in Ayatsubus, Area 7, the end. I'm sensing a target in the preceding area. Okay, so what I'm guessing is the exclamation marks are more like this is the closest area you can transport to wherever the side quests are. I'm not really sure if I really understood that before, but that does seem to be the case, which would make sense as to why there's only 4, because it's the places you can, you know, those exclamation points are the points you can travel to that are closest to each, so probably 1 or 2 of them have 3 pretty close to it, compared to the other spots, so closer to it than all the other ones. And that's why there's only 4 instead of 6 of those exclamation points. So, preceding area. Let's go ahead and take care of those first. I know I grabbed this, right? Yeah. They can sensor targets somewhere in this area. Let's scour this floor for them. Wait, I need to be running them over. No danger. Lots of overlapping voice clips there. That was a bit jarring to my ears. What's the button again? It's R2. It's R2. Remember, Derg, R2 is the one where if your finger's on the right and holding the trigger, that's R2. You don't have to look at the controller. I just do that a lot. Like, I want to make sure, okay, it's R2, right? Yeah, that's R2. I should know from just, you know, how, just like, you know, I know I'm pressing the right trigger, but I'm like, okay, R2, right? Yeah. So I want to confirm anyway. It's weird. Anyway. Wait! It's like I don't trust my perceptions, and I think I get that. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of reasons why it's mostly I have ADHD, and I tend to misperceive and miss details and etc. a lot, but I know that other people do that sometimes. Okay. And maybe I'm not as prone to it as I feel like I am. It's just there's been a lot of people that have judged me for it throughout my life. And have expressed frustration that I can't just pay attention or whatever, and that's a common ADHD thing, and there's people that don't seem to have that problem at all. I'd like to be them sometimes. But I know that they have their own issues, and I know that I have my own strengths, and for me, I'd say my biggest strength is actually my ability to be so excited and just really into a lot of games and stuff, but there's a lot of fear that's holding me back from really getting into the things that I want to do as much. Because I don't know if this is going to lead anywhere monetarily. I feel like it needs to, because I feel like a job is useless for me. I can't have a normal job. I feel like I can't anyway. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But there's a lot of deep-seated beliefs based on a lot of failed jobs in the past where I was fired for what amounts to incompetency for various reasons. From every job I've ever had. So you can imagine that in my situation, I'm like, okay, I must not be able to work. I am aware that logically, there's so many types of jobs and so many workplaces in the world that that's probably not entirely true. But my situation right now and the kinds of jobs that have been available and that still are ending up being available are not for me in my area. So, and again, the internet is becoming more and more of a place where you can earn a living that is not dependent on anyone else. And on a workplace and following someone else's schedule and demands and etc. And, you know, again, I really hope I can make a living on YouTube, because it's still hard to do this work, to do any work. Like, work itself feels like not as natural for me as 99.999% of people. It never has felt right for me to expend energy in this kind of a way to a degree or another. And I know that's a mental habit. It's complicated, man. Moving on. But all I know is that it feels like it takes a lot of energy to do anything that would constitute work. To the point where even doing chores and stuff, I feel like I need to meter them out, or else I go insane, I get very irritable. Just because it's the effort, the ability, having to do something that, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And I don't really know exactly what the issue is, but it's not laziness, I can tell you that. And if anyone tells me that, fuck you. You don't get it. Like, if anyone in the comments is like, you're lazy, you're banned instantly. Fuck you for that. Sorry. Just in a bit of an irritable mood right now. Because I'm tired of being told things like that. I get told them every day. Because I'm 26 and I still live with my parents, you know? There's a lot of reasons why, I just told them to. Lend me your power. I'm saved, you're surprisingly nice. Wait, what the? I think I remember something. You know, I'm not really Shadow, I came for the Human Sea Souls, yay. I don't know why, I just kind of like, okay, let's have a bit of a Baryon. Also, I swear I keep trying to run over people, but it's not actually happening. Run over these shadows, but like, I'm not doing it. I'm pretty sure that if I hold down R2, I should just do the run over thing. But it's not happening. Am I releasing it? Oh god, it's fucking the goddamn motherfucker. It's the fucking Reaper. Here we go. I have to press X, don't I? I do, don't I? I think? I don't know. Okay, we need to move. Oh my god. Reaper! Please leave me alone! Hi! Fuck! Oh, here it is. Can we just go in here and escape the Reaper that way? Oh god. Oh Jesus. Reaper, leave me alone! Okay, whoa. Okay, wow. That scared me. So... do we actually escape him by doing this? I guess we do. I don't know for how long, though. Yeah, I don't want to fight the Reaper until a New Game Plus, and I will probably upload a video where I fight the Reaper. Because I'm going to be doing a New Game Plus after I finish this Let's Play, and I'm going to be recording parts of it that I know I didn't do in this, basically, in this playthrough. And I hopefully will get all the achievements that way, and I'll experience this game more fully. And, that would be great than I ever have before, because I have an outside reason, and it's, you know, it's for y'all, it's not just for me, so, I don't know. And also, you know, I get to express myself and play, and, multitasking in this kind of way is very, very good and powerful for me. Anyway, there, that's Ryoko Aino. Let's change her heart for the sake of all the cats in Changin. Okay, so, yeah, that's an older one. No wonder she's all the way up here, because the cats thing was a pretty early game one, where you had to work at the convenience store first, and I just never did her, because I don't think I ever really finished up the process of getting this side quest, because you have to work at the convenience store, and then I think you need to go back to Changin Shaya and ask her about a lot of people, and stuff like that. I just never ended up getting to it for a while. And then I ended up not wanting to do these side quests for a while, and now that's why they piled up. Ryoko, I know, you're gonna let all the cats in Changin go. No, without me, Snowball and all the other kitties won't be happy and safe. Other kitties? Hey, what are you talking about? Snowball? Here, kitty, you gotta come over, too. Oh, boy. Of course she's a Nekomata. That makes too much sense. I'll be the one to protect the Snowballs. I won't let anyone stand in my way. Yeah, she's very disturbed. Let me literally knock some sense into you, my dear. In fact, I bet this will literally one-shot kill her. Not quite. Aw. Oh well. Two-shot kill. Maybe? Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Please, stop it. If I'm gone, there won't be anyone protecting the Snowballs. Joker, it seems like there's something going on with this one. Maybe we should try talking to them. Okay, here's what we know about her. She's calling the cats she catnapped Snowballs. The catnapped cats are stressed out. And lastly, the pet owners are giving up. By choosing the correct answers, you will be able to change the target's heart. I don't know if I've ever done this one before. The information you have obtained to change the target's heart. All I want to do is protect the Snowballs. I have to protect them. I just have to protect them. Clearly, we don't want her to give up. So, or at least, I feel like that's not the option here. Calm down. I'm calm. Of course I'm calm. And stay calm for the Snowballs. What you mean by Snowballs? It's so weird. Are all cats Snowballs? Snowballs are Snowballs. Are there a lot of Snowballs? That's right, they're all Snowballs. I have to protect them. As long as I protect them, the Snowballs will be happy. They're unhappy like this, actually. Well, but if I don't keep an eye out for the Snowballs, they'll die too. They'll die too? The real Snowball is already gone? Okay, I think we've got this. She's calm enough for us to talk to her now. Go for it, Joker. The cats want to go home. You're right. I really feel sorry for her. Clearly, losing Snowball really fucked with her mind. I feel that, man. Pets are awesome, and it sucks when we lose them. It's like losing... It really is losing family. It's not like losing family, it is losing family if you lose a pet, you know? I love cats so much, so I really resonate with this one, too. I found this white kitten and took it home, but it wandered outside while I wasn't looking, and then I saw it get run over by a car. The car just kept driving, even after it ran over the kitten. Since then, I see that kitten in every cat. I always think I have to protect it this time. Oh, God, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. It brought you a lot of suffering, huh? No, the people who really suffered are the owners and their cats. It's alright, you realize your mistake. Don't do something like this again. Yes, thank you, Mr. Goody. Yeah, she wants to keep them all safe by keeping them cooped up because that one cat died, you know, by crossing the street. So she figures if the cats are allowed to go outside and be wherever they want, then they'll die. Hug. And that is a concern, man. I have cats that have gotten out and get beat up, like, to fuck every time, and they come home, and I don't want to let them out again. But they usually find a way to get back out, and we've had more than one cat that has, you know, left the house and never came back for whatever reason. So, it's a real concern, and I feel for her. Clearly she has a pretty fragile state of mind already. I have a lot of cat food in my house, so please come over sometime. Oh, cute. I'm not a... Morgana, you literally eat cat food and are a cat in real life, okay? Regardless of how much you're a cat in general, as far as anyone would be concerned in real life, in, like, you know, while I'm carrying you in my backpack around Yonganjaya, you are a cat, okay? Morgana, please. Like, it kind of feels like again, I don't like how this game does this. This game just once again, using a character trope joke, turned a really heartfelt, serious moment into, oh, Morgana is triggered by being called a cat again. I really hate how they use that particular joke, and a lot of the Ryuji shit too. Anyway. That sounds nice. There you go, Morgana. You know what I would like better? Instead of him ah-ing about it, although granted, this would have been early on, so it sort of makes sense that he'd still be really about it. But I feel like, I don't know if this is the case, I don't think it is actually, but being very adamant about not being cat, like to a very extreme anger degree, I don't think it should be like that for the whole game. He should grow more. I don't really remember if he does, and I don't really think he does. I don't remember.
Thanks.
Thank you. Duh. At least he reined it in and tried to be nice. You know why I take issue with that? You know why that pisses me off? Because I reacted versely to triggers like that too. And I hate the concept of it because it's really screwed up a lot of my relationships in a way. It's made a lot of people scared of me, and I hate it. Anyway, Cat Brooch. No, I'm better at that than I used to be, but I still fly off the handle a lot more than a lot of people, and you're usually not prepared for it, because I usually tend to try and keep my emotions buried until I can't anymore. Because, you know, again, it's the American, you know, way of doing things, right? But for a sensitive male especially, it's fucking torture and not what you really should do. But, you know, the thing is that when you do what's actually healthy for you, emotionally, by expressing yourself more, people will jump down your throat about it, because men are not supposed to be like that. Well, fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. Mind your own fucking business, and let me express myself. Thanks. Bye. And if you can't let me, then I'll leave. Because I will just sit here and continue to say things that anger you for reasons that I think shouldn't anger you. Because you need to fucking work on yourself. I'm sorry, I'm just in one of those moods today.
Alright!
Another case solved. What's next? Should we keep exploring? How many targets left in this area? One? Okay, then what's our next move, Joker? Let's keep a going. Alright, I can keep at it. And the thing is that this is part of the reason I think why I have a lot of friends I could be talking to right now, but I'm afraid to. Because I'm afraid of any kind of argument, disagreement, you know, all sorts of things that I know don't really bother people to have with me the way that they bother me to have with other people. Like, I have a lot of friends who I really jive with and get along with and connect with really well, but then sometimes we have misunderstandings, or I say awkward things, or I say things that they took the wrong way, or, you know, and then the more that kind of thing happens, and there are certain days where it happens a lot because of where my head is, or where they are, or what have you, or a combination of both. You know, after those points in time, and yesterday was another one of those, I often feel like I shouldn't be around them, because that must mean that regardless of what I do for them that's good, I'm clearly doing things for them that are not good. And it's hard for me to get out of that mindset, because I know that these people wouldn't be around me if they didn't want to be. You know what I mean? So, and they keep telling me that, and I logically believe it's true, but there's a lot of hang-ups to that. Because my whole life there's been a lot of people, especially when I was younger, but also now, including my own parents, and that's probably part of the reason why it's so hard to kick, because my parents, I still live with them, because I've had a huge failure to launch, you know, as they call it sometimes. And there's a lot of reasons I have to feel like I shouldn't try to connect with people, but I know that A, that's not healthy for me at all, and B, that's not fair to the friends that actually want to be there for me. Because I have them. It's not like I have no friends. I have them. I'm very grateful, but I'm just afraid that it will be a net negative experience for them, and then that means I've failed them. Until I feel my absolute best and know that I can give my best, and that's when I go and talk to people. That's when I reach out to people. That's when I say yes to invitations. Otherwise, I don't tend to. And I'm not fond of that, because most people seem just more cool with me about hanging out with other people more often than I am. And I just feel like that's, again, another personal failure of mine. Anyway, leave. Oh yeah, lots of stuff on my mind, lots of stuff to express, and I'm glad I get to express it here. Target's close. If we go a little back towards where we came from, we might be able to reach its location. Okay, so we gotta go up again. And we also have got to dodge the Reaper again. Don't fear the Reaper. I apologize, I don't really remember how that goes. Oh, wait, down. We don't need to go down, we need to go up. Where are you, Reapy, Reapy, Reapy? There he is. Hi, hello. Shit, fuck, dead end. Oh god. Is he actually not gonna attack us? I feel like he's been trying to, and just... I've been lucky because he hasn't actually been succeeding. But here we go. Get out the car. Get up the stairs. Whew, there we go. Go down. Down, down, down. Alright, so... we need to go to another preceding area, apparently.
This car is more comfortable than I expected. It talks, it rides. Mona's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that we're complimenting him. I just wish that they did that more for Ryuji.
Let's take a break.
But it's the butt of the joke that Ryuji's dumb and everything he does is unhelpful for us, except that's not actually true on both accounts, and especially the second account. Hashtag blame Ryuji needs to stop, is all I know, damn it. We're good on SP and HP, because of course we are, because we've been fighting weaklings. Because we're up here still. Or up here again, I should say. Wrapping up all these peeps. It's since target. Okay, cool. So, time to scour the floor for them. Ooh. Hey! Thanks, Morgana. Or Futaba, you're awesome. But also Morgana for being our transportation. And other things. You do a lot of great things for us. Alright. Wheel.
Excellent. It's a treasure chest.
Johnny Durgan going where? Hey! There we go. This way I can easily fill up on lower level personas and fuse them away. Experiment with fusion. Oh, our stock's full now. So after we're done wrapping up this one, I want to go back and... and fuse those away then. There he is, or she. I think it's a he this time though, but I don't actually know. We'll see. Baby. Hecky.
Hey.
That old man must be Ono. Let's stop him before he causes any more trouble for others. Heck ye. I agree.
What the hell?
Who the hell are you? What the hell? I enjoy that soundbite. Thank you, voice actor, for providing us such beautiful content. Who the hell are you people? Yeah, this is that old guy. Do you have some problem with me? Hey, Giono?
Come on.
Hey, G, oh no! I'm sure that joke's been made before. Probably, anyway. It's the first thing out of his mouth. It seems like this is the old guy who's making trouble in Kichijoji.
Nice.
Nice! These voice clips are beautiful. I can tell you're annoyed even with your masks on. I guess I'll just try to mimic his voice a little, because it's funny as hell. As best I can. That shows how interested you are in me, hey Giono, right? Right? I feel bad for this guy. Because clearly, he has a very relatable to me problem, which is feeling like he does not get enough acknowledgement from other people. And this is how he's kind of gone. This is how he ended up dealing with that. Which is not healthy for him or anyone else. And that's kind of how a lot of that goes a lot of the time. And either you and other people work together to find a better way, or... or maybe you figure out on your own more or less. But it always, I think, involves at least interacting with others to understand what's going on. Or, I don't know what this is. Or your brain short circuits, because you have ADHD and you forgot what you were saying. Anyway, let's just keep going.
How unsightly.
He's certainly disturbed, yes indeed. Let's end this, Joker.
I'm gonna beat you down.
I love these sound bits. I'm gonna beat you down. Yes, yes, get mad. Look at me, Higiono.
Payback time, kid.
It's time.
Can I truly one-shot kill him? That is the question. Hacky! Feels good, man. One-shot kill living up to its name. I love it.
I knew I was wrong.
It started with something small. Whenever I do something stupid, my family would worry about me. My son usually treats me like I'm worthless, but he would care for me in those times.
There's no other way.
It felt so good that I started seeking that kind of affection everywhere. I ended up causing so much trouble. Unfortunate consequence of isolation. And yeah, that's the thing you gotta watch out for. You see a lot of this on Twitch. Streamers that go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because streaming is all they have, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, sorry.
I've caused so much trouble. How am I supposed to live like this? And again, it just takes people reaching out and them reaching back out and wanting to be better. And I've always wanted to be better. That's one thing I'm really grateful for. There's a lot of people that reach a point where they don't want to be better. And I feel really sorry for them, and I hope that they get over that. Because a lot of times if they don't, what happens is they kill themselves. Or they engage in risky behavior until they die anyway. From those, a lot of the time. Or they're generally just extremely miserable until they just die for whatever other reason. And you don't need to live like that as much as it kind of seems like that's your fate. Because there's so much research that has a lot of evidence that the human mind is extremely adaptable. You've just got to learn to work with it. And everyone's is different. And so it's a difficult process, but it's a very doable one. And if anyone would know anything about that, it's me. Because a few years ago, like, yeah, I'm still mostly in my room in front of my computer a lot of the day. But I used to literally just only do this. And I also used to never do anything that, or at least not very often do anything that's sticking my neck out like this. Like, putting up YouTube videos used to be terrifying for me. Now it's fucking therapy. And I still don't have viewers, and I just want to do this and need to do. I feel like I need to do this. Because saying this stuff right now in the context of this LP is extremely powerful for me. In any way you can. You just gotta figure out what to do.
Seriously?
You speak with some brutal honesty, kid. But you're right. I'll start by making up for what I did.
That's true.
I'm certain that's what your family wishes as well. And from now on, instead of taking it out on others, you should communicate your needs directly to your family. Yusuke is such a smart person. And he's also reduced to this weird outcast person, but God, that's probably the main reason that I really love and identify with Yusuke specifically. Because I feel like a lot of people look at me in similar ways that most of the other characters look at Yusuke. And you can see Yusuke's fucking brilliance here in stuff like this. He has a very deep connection to emotions and things like that. And it makes a lot of sense because he's an artist. And, you know, as someone who writes and also who wants to make very, you know, thoughtful, meaningful videos on YouTube, among other things, I understand it, you know what I mean? Like, part of the reason I wanted to play through games like this on YouTube is because there's so much meaning here that I want to unpack and share what it means to me, to y'all. And I also want to just share things that are meaningful to me in general and that I need to share regardless, and hope that maybe it's meaningful to y'all in some way. Just listening to this, that'd be fucking awesome, right? And just seeing me play this game and enjoy it and unpack all the emotional content here, all the philosophical content here, all the really interesting stuff here, all the characters, all the moments, all the ups and downs, all the good, all the interesting fun stuff about this game, all the beauty of this game, all the utter therapeutic nature of this game, and other games like it. Other games that have the same level of deep personal storytelling. The kind of thing that I think is extremely healing to me and many, 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 many other people. I don't even think I know it's healing to me. Especially to discuss it in this format. And I'm hoping it turns into something. And if it doesn't, then shrug. At least I'm doing this because it's fucking therapy for me. Tell them that you're lonely before it's too late. Yeah, because he probably doesn't have too much left, right? On this earth.
Let me make it up to you.
Too much time, I should say. Yeah, I'll do that. Because I have an uncle that died not too long ago. He was a really, really good friend to me. And he kind of spiraled at the end of his life, too. Same with my grandfather Actually, no, I think he's still alive. But he's, for all intents and purposes, dead because he's in a senior home with Alzheimer's and he's gone completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know what I mean? So at this point, I kind of feel like I've already lost him. Same thing with my mother. It's pretty clear that this guy's... I mean, my mom actually has early onset dementia, so I've already lost her, and I'm still living with her, and she's only 60-something. It's an experience, let me tell you. But it doesn't have to be a net negative one. You decide that. It doesn't feel like you decided sometimes. But that's because you haven't trained yourself enough for that. Anyway, nuisance belt. You aren't a nuisance anymore, old man. Just continue connecting with people. But yeah, old people getting disconnected from reality like that. And it doesn't take Alzheimer's. It just takes the fact that you're getting old and your mind's getting old and your body's getting old. And then also there's a lot of, you know, things that are unraveling like, connections with people, that kind of a thing. And that can absolutely cause this sort of thing to happen. This kind of thing is very, very common among elderly people. I've heard of many cases like this, and like I said, there are cases like this in my family and other ones that I am aware of. Other specific cases that I'm aware of. I also worked in a nursing home for a while and came across a lot of people like this. There were a few people there that seemed to always keep causing trouble for one reason or another. And a lot of it was just emotional outbursts. Sort of like this guy, but in different ways, different reasons why. That job wasn't great for me, and neither was any other job I've had, because ultimately people shamed me for my weaknesses until I broke down. And also just, I don't know. And then because I caused a scene, they kicked me out. That's what happened to every job I've had, except for when I had to leave for family reasons. It was actually that senior home one, which I guarantee you that at some point, what happened with my other jobs would have happened with that job if I'd stayed there. So, anyway, that went well. What should we do now? Keep exploring? There are no more targets in this area. What's our next move, Joker? Let's keep going. Heck, yeah, let's push ahead a little farther. Eee!